Welcome to Cloud Learning channel. So I hope everybody is doing great. What I have to do today, okay? What we are going to discuss today, okay? The topic is like AWS interview questions, and as I said, like last time we have did 10 questions in my previous video. If you have missed that, you can refer the playlist, okay? Now the other thing is that so the other thing is that what we are going to discuss about AWS interview questions part 2, okay? So let's start and let's see what we can proceed further. Okay. If you came on first time on this channel, as I always suggest, please subscribe this channel and share with your friends. You will get continuously more and more videos related to AWS and other clouds on this channel. And you can support this channel via different methods like UPI or Paytm, or if you are international user, please use PayPal. Description is in the link. Okay, this will keep me help motivating and to do my livelihood, right? So that would be great actually. Okay, now the next question is, what is DDoS attacks and what services can minimize them? So DDoS is a cyber attack in which the predator access a website and create multiple sessions so the other legitimate user cannot access the service. The native tools that can help you deny the DDoS attack on your AWS services are, okay. So there is a support system provided by AWS. And what is DDoS? So DDoS is denial of service. Okay, denial of service. Now, now if you see further, what it is actually like, how it impacts, what it do, like uh, it sends lot of traffic on fast traffic on your website. Okay, your actual users are not there, right? Like actual users are coming also, the other users are coming also, but hackers what they are doing, they are just sending fast traffic to your website. Now what is happening, due to that your website is getting down. Okay, your server got loaded and they respond slow. Bad interface, bad user experience, right? Bad user experience, and this way like it makes your life difficult. Okay, your server will not respond properly, and ultimately this will cause like this way. Okay, your website will be down and you will not be able to respond. Now AWS has few tools which you can use, like AWS Shield. AWS Shield is having two options, right? AWS Shield, one is having like basic and another is advanced. Okay, in basic you get it for free. In advance it is $3,000, so it is a costly option. Okay, I have created my course, right? And in my professional course all these options are in detail. Okay, my website is awslearning.in. You can sign up and you can check all those contents, right, in practically. Now AWS web is something like where you can create the firewall rules for your services. Okay, for your load balancer, for your EC2 service, and for different things, right? So this way it can help you a lot. Amazon Route 53. Route 53 is what it is. Route 53 is DNS service, right? And there is a option DNS security where you can do all those things. Amazon CloudFront. Okay, CloudFront has number of security features, like it has SSL certificate by default, and it has SSL certificate by default and the other things, right? So this will help you a lot. Okay, ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. Okay, ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. uh, Load balancer also have like load balancer can scale up the things, right? So that it can take millions of requests, so your system will not be down easily, right? So this way uh, DDoS will not get successful actually, right? Kind of like it, at least it would be more safer, right? You can allow the different conditions, right? Okay, for this path or for the EIP based conditions you can set up, and you have VPC. So these things can help you to deny DDoS attacks. Okay, so Shield, Web, Route 53, CloudFront, ELB, and VPC. If you are trying to provide a service in a particular region but you do not see that service in that region, why is this happening and how do you fix it? Okay, so So not all our AWS services are available in all region. Okay, few services are available in particular region, few are not. Which is published in all region, you can find it. Like EC2 is published in all, right? EBS is published at all places, so you will find. The other services you will get rollout. Okay, so this is the reason. Once they publish, you will find that. Question number 13. How do you set up a system to monitor website metrics in real time in AWS? How you set up a how do you set up a system to monitor website metrics in real time in AWS? So you can keep like Amazon CloudWatch helps you to monitor the application status of various AWS services and custom events. It helps you to monitor state changes in Amazon EC2, auto scheduling lifecycle events, schedule events, API calls, console sign-in events. Right? So CloudWatch help you to monitor the application status of various AWS services. So what you can do, you can set up the event and it will help you monitor, right? Like status got changed, you can set up a status. What you can do, you can set up a status check and you can monitor there, right? Auto scaling lifecycle events. If auto scaling is happening, you will come to know. Schedule events, you will come to know. AWS API calls, consoles, and events, all such things would be there. What are the different types of virtualization in AWS and what are the differences between them? So, what are the three different types of virtualization in AWS? Okay, and what are the differences between them? So, what kind of virtualization is there? One is hardware virtualization, hardware virtual machine, right? It is fully virtualized hardware where all the machines act separate from each other. These virtual machines boot by executing a master boot record MBR in the root block device of your image. Another is para virtualization (PV). Para virtualization grub is the bootloader that boots the PVMI. The PV grub chain loads the kernel specified in the menu. Okay. And para virtualization on HVM. PV on HVM helps creating operating system take advantage of storage and network IO available through the host. So so what was like para virtualization is para virtualization grub is the bootloader that boots PVMI. Okay, the PV grub chain loads the kernel specified in the menu. PV on HVM helps operating system take advantage of storage and network IO available through the host. Name some of the AWS services that are not region specific. Name some of the AWS services that are not region specific. IAM. IAM is a global service. S3, Route 53, Web Application Firewall, CloudFront. So if you see these services actually like it is uh, like all the things will be available for all regions. Okay, S3 you can't consider because it is a region, right? But if you see like all the things would be available for every region, right? Like if you create a IAM user, it will be available for all regions, right? That is the point. What are the differences between net gateway and net instances? So net gateway is very much better managed, right? While both net gateways and net instances are the same serve the same function, they still have some key difference. What is the difference? Availability, both are high. Okay, bandwidth, net gateway up to 45 Gbps. Net instance depends on the instance bandwidth. Maintenance managed by AWS. Maintenance managed by you. Okay, performance very good. Net instance average. Cost, number of gateways, duration, and amount of time. Okay, number of gateways, how many number of gateways you are using, duration, and amount of users. Number of instance, duration, amount, and type of the users. Okay, so what the size you are using of instance, that will also depend. Like size and load uniform. Net instance as per your need. Security group cannot be assigned. Net instance you can assign. So I hope this would be helpful for you, right? You understood like net gateway and net instance. If you want to know more in detail, like these days net gateway only use, but if you want to know more, definitely you are welcome. And check my course. You will get all the details. Daily spend 1 hour in 1 month. You will learn. AWS by yourself. And these days, great discounts are going on. So definitely you can take the advantage. Okay, so what is CloudWatch? So if you are still surprised like why we are using CloudWatch service, CloudWatch service is a monitoring tool. You can set up events, you can set up alerts via CloudWatch. You can get the alerts via CloudWatch, right? And you can set up the alarms, right? There used to be a metric like suppose you want to monitor a server, okay? So you can check what are the metrics available for those server. It could be like EC2 service, okay? And on EC2 service, you can set up the alerts like CPU utilization, disk utilization, and all such things, right? You can find out those one, and then you can set up alarms for that. So now what is the alarm? Like you will get the notification on your email address, on your SMS, or your different service, different options like HTTP, or the different options are also available. Okay, CloudWatch has the following feature. Okay, what? So now let's see in this term, right? That depends on multiple metrics. It participate in triggered items. Helps the monitoring environment like CPU utilization, RDS, and stars. Any service you can monitor. They have support. What is an elastic transcoder? Okay, have you heard about elastic transcoder? To support multiple devices with various resolutions, right? Like now, what you have to you have to you have laptops, you have tablets, you have a smartphone, right? We need to change the resolution for your videos and format for this. Elastic Transcoder is the service for this. This can be done easily by the AWS service tool called the Elastic Transcoder, which is a media transcoding tool, and in the cloud that exactly let us do the needful. Okay, it is easy to use, cost effective, and highly scalable for business and developers. Okay, guys. So this is now. Let's come on the advanced questions, right? With AWS interview questions for intermediate and experience. Okay. So now let's come on intermediate level. We can say, right. So with a specified private IP range, can an Amazon Elastic Cloud instance can be launched? If so, which AWS services, which Amazon service make it possible? Okay. So the question is like if you have particular private IP address for an Elastic Compute instance, can you launch the server? You tell me. Answer is yes, right? You can use VPC and you can give the private IP and you can launch that server, right? It is very much possible. Like in if you go to the public server, if you have seen my videos, right? It is possible. Like you can keep the public IP disabled and then still you can launch the server. Okay. Define Amazon EC2 region and availability zone. So again, I said like region is the thing like where they are providing their services, and AG is equal to data centers which are isolated from each other, and right? And this have different network, different power, and all such things are different, right? So this is explain Amazon EC2 root device. Okay, so the image that will be used to boot an EC2 instance. What is Amazon EC2 root device volume? Root device volume is like when you launch an EC2 instance, there used to be a root instance, particular root instance, okay, particular root storage, okay. It is kind of your C drive in your Windows, right, or root system in your Linux, okay. So that disk is called root device. Now, so this is what, right, and it is like basically normally it comes slash dev slash SDA. The image that will be used to boot an EC2 instance is stored on the root device store. This occurs with an Amazon AMI runs a new instance and the root device volume is supported by AWS or an instance store. In general, the root device data on Amazon EC2 is not affected by the lifespan of an EC2 instance. Okay, so the OS basically, when I am saying that OS is basically it get stored there. Mention the different type of instances in Amazon EC2 and explain its feature. Okay, different type of instances in EC2. What kind of instances are there? General purpose. This is very important questions, right? General purpose instance, which is used for regular. Okay, you can go for this link actually for this. If I say you, by the way, all these options are available. Like if you go to my website awslearning.in, uh, I'll suggest right like go to store option and there you can refer my course. One is recording, right? AWS class recording, batch recording, and you will get 5 test exam as well. Here you can buy it, and right now very interesting offers are going on. This course is actually cost 12,000. The reason is because it has self learning. It give you the freedom of everything, right? You can learn at your own pace, right? Right now I'm giving you some great discount, and because people are affected by many people are affected, if you are one of them, you can use this option layoff coupon, or you can use the other. uh, if your job is going good, right, and say thank you to God, and you can apply this coupon which is called skill boost, and again it will give you some very good offer till 2000 rupees for this week only, right? Otherwise normally the cost used to be 4000 rupees for this course, which is quite genuine. Okay, but take the advantage, and this has all the options. Like this is my batch class students batch recording. You can see these sample videos, and complete course is available. uh, it would be available with the lifetime access. Don't worry about that. There would be 5 tests, and you can use that one. Okay. If you want to learn Docker, go for it. If you want to learn DevOps, you can go for it. Very great offers are going on, and you can take the advantage. And you should take the advantage. Study and skill is the key. So you need that skill. You need Docker. You need Terraform, you need Docker, Kubernetes, right? Scrum tools. So you need guys these things, and learn cloud. So it is required. Once you do associate, go for professional. So this is a journey, and get the job and enhance your career. Okay. So what I'm saying, you can watch this video. Those courses are available in Hindi and English, both languages. And here, if you go, go to AWS Amazon.com instance types, and this will give you the great picture of what are the instance type. Okay, so there are like general purpose, it comes into M category. Okay, M family is for general purpose machine. M5, M5N, M5A, all these are right. M4, T category is also for this, and 1A1 is also there. Okay, these instances are there. Compute optimize. Okay, compute optimize is like where focus is more on compute power, so you will get more processing power, right? More CPU, and RAM will be double. Okay, in general purpose it would be normally 4 times, right? 32 CPU, 128 GB RAM, 16 CPU, 64 GB RAM. So 4 times difference is there. Compute 2 times difference is there between CPU and memory. Memory optimized 8 times different would be there. Like it's 8 CPU and 64 GB RAM. Okay, so if you need more memory, you can go for this. Accelerated computing. Uh, okay, for memory, just remember that R category is there and X category is there. Compute optimized C category is there. Okay, accelerated computing P category is there. Okay, and you can utilize that one. Storage optimize I category is there. Okay, and D category is there. They focus on the storage part, where storage would be more powerful. So if you see the storage here, you will get Nitro SSD even here. Now HPC optimized instances are also there, which is called HPC 6ID. These are the things. Okay, it is very high performance optimized instances, right? 64 CPU and 1024 1 TB memory is there. Okay, so I will not take your much time. We have reached till 23rd questions. Okay, so will your standby RDS by launch in the same availability zone as your primary? So standby RDS instance where you want to launch it. Okay, so it could be in the same region and it could be in the different region. Okay, so by default, will your standby RDS, that means the second instance, right? So it is multi AG. Okay, multi AG instance we are talking. If it is a read replica, it can be created into the same availability zone. Okay, but if it is multi AG we are talking, so the instance would be in different availability zone. That is why it is called multi AG, highly available. Okay, so that is the advantage. So multi AG instance would be in different availability zone, but it could be in the same region. So again, like this is the entire purpose of having this. Now, last two questions I am pulling for this video, and after that we'll create the another video. Advanced questions: what is the difference between a spot instance, on-demand instance, and reserve instance? If you don't know, let me clarify. Spot instances are unused instances which AWS has right now, like in buffer, you can say. They are not using it, so they are providing you it on cheap prices, right? Like 70-80% discount, but they can pull it anytime with 30-second notification. Okay, so your data will be loose. That is the issue. So what you can do, if you just need the high computing power, you can go for it. Reserve instances, if you are aware, like you are going to use that server for a long time. Suppose you are running a website, obviously this is going to run for the long time, and in those cases you can use reserve instances. Reserve instances give you 50 to 60% discount normally, but saving plans are the better choice these days, because reserve instances you have to remember like what is my platform, what is my availability zone, and what is the region I am using, what are the instance types. So there is constant. So saving plan is now much better advanced option. On demand is the costliest one, and it is like you are paying for everything, right? You are paying for everything there. And it is the costliest instance, but there is no commitment, like you can use it anytime. So it is good, like suppose you are using reserve instances and sometime for a couple of days your load got increased, you can go for on demand instances, because in that case you just need to pay for 2 days. uh, how would you address a situation in which the relational database engine frequently collapses when traffic to your RDS instance? So how would you address a situation in which the relational database engine frequently collapses when traffic to your RDS instance increases, given that the RDS instance replica is not promoted as the master instance? So here in this case, your primary is getting failed because traffic is going high, and replica is not promoted as a master instance. Okay, so in this case you can create a read replica that could help a lot, I believe. Or you can increase the RDS size. So a larger RDS instance type is required for handling significant quantities of traffic, as well as producing manual or automatic snapshot to recover data if the RDS instance fail. So because it is clear case of like your data is getting increased and you need the and it is getting collapsed by again and again, so the solution is that you should go for the higher type of instance. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great time. And if you want to learn AWS in details, if you have time, if you don't have even time, right, and if you can expand your time with yourself, you can learn these videos by self-learning mode, and you can take it from my website, AWS Learning Certain. Thank you.